Hey everybody, thank you for stopping by. Today I'm going to show you one of Eagle Racing's brand new rear-wheel drive setups. So with rear-wheel drive drifting gaining popularity, Eagle Racing decided to change another one of their chassis and convert it over to rear-wheel drive. This is the TA05, just like the Tamiya VDF. You got the motor kind of in the middle right here, the front middle. Battery in the back, sideways. You have a seesaw system in the front to help you maintain front grip. So when one of the wheels leans over to the other side, it compresses the opposite shock and helps push that tire into the ground to keep you sideways. You have a steering rack right here, positioned more forward. And because it's closer to the inside line of the chassis, you won't have to worry about it rubbing up against the wheel right there. So there's plenty of space. So that's perfectly fine, about 4 millimeters right there. So that's a really good change they made. They did away with the front bulkhead, and they have a 4-pillar system. Just 4 pillars holding up the front area right here. With the upper camber links, you have adjustability. You change out these spacers right here. You can change out the caster, forwards or back. You can also change the Y-arm on the bottom. You can also slide it forward and back, whatever way you need to either increase your caster, decrease it, or make sure your chassis fits underneath your body. Same thing with the rear. You can move the spacers that connect the lower arm. You can push it forwards or back so you can fit your car under your body. The front are medium springs, green, and the rear are these awesome translucent yellow coilovers in the rear. They kind of remind me of the Fortune Auto coils. It looks really nice in person. So it's kind of like a medium to soft, kind of on the soft side. So this brings really good for the rear to keep traction on the rear. And a great find right here from Eagle Racing. I wasn't even aware they made servos. It's called a DG S8008M. And it's actually very, very fast. I'm used to my Futaba BLS 451, and this one is just as good and so much cheaper than one of those overpriced servos. So you don't need to be spending money on those things right there. You can pick up one of these, and you can get the car to do exactly what it needs to do. Fallen in love with the Eagle Racing gyro. It's pretty much the same thing as the MSTs and the wrap-ups. They just put their own sticker on there, change the programming. So they say. It's not overcomplicated either. You just plug your servo into the gyro and then gyro into your receiver, which I placed right here. With these gyros, just like all the other MST and wrap-ups, you have to stand it up like that. And depending on which way your servo is actually laying this way or opposite or upside down, back and forth, will depend on how you place this one, either on that end or the other end. So if you find your gyros working inverse the way you need, you just flip it around. In the past, I've used a Novak GTB motor combo, but I found on Eagle Racing they have for about $100 or so, some change. Don't quote me on that, but it's really, really cheap. It's this it's a Novak ESC called Kinetic, and they've got this brushless motor in the front here, censored, which is great. It's a 10.5. And for around $100, I mean, you can't beat that. I mean, you don't have to spend any more than that. It's just bells and whistles. That's totally unnecessary. For me, my style, I try to be functional. I want to be functional, fast, and I don't want to break the bank. I try to save as much money as possible so I can buy other things like bodies and wheels. So that's a really good find. This is the Kinetic motor combo, Z-Zone, as it's called, Z-Zone. It's 10.5 right there. Right here, the spur that they give you is a 128. Personally, I combined it with a 32. It runs a little bit warm, but I like it. It's not too bad for me. I think it's really good. Inside the bumper here, hiding, I have 50 grams of weight. Take out your bumper, carve it out to whatever shape you need to fit in your weights, and just put some double-sided tape in there with your weights, and you can just hide everything. Keep things looking clean. Sorry about the mess of the wires here. I got this a few days ago, and just been tirelessly tuning it. And the last 2 days, I really found a setup that I like. Currently, I'm using a ride height 5 and 5. Let's see, the front has 0 droop, the rear has 1 millimeter droop. I've got parallel steering. The rear toe is 1 degree toe in, the front is 1 degree toe out. The springs are medium in the front and about a soft medium in the rear. And so pretty much, I mean, as long as you got the power, gyro, and steering, good steering, you can do rear-wheel drive. So if you want to get into the RWD biz, this is a great car to get into.